Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to episode
Thirty,
number
30,
30
30.
of the Ball Talk Boyos podcast. My name is Topher Davis, and I am joined by the most respected college basketball experts in the country, Joey Boreski, Quinn Kelly, and Connor Wood. Boys, how are we doing on this fine selection Sunday?
We're living the dream,
Excited.
Toph.
Excited. Quinn,
This is-
how are you doing?
I'm doing great. My Boilermakers just won the Big Ten, but as we were just talking and I texted you guys, I have something to address that in the last show we recorded, I called the main character from the movie Draft Day Sonny Collins. And no idea where that came from. His name is Sonny Weaver Jr. I know that. I don't know who Sonny Collins is. I don't know, I don't
Shout out
think there's
Sonny
a Collins
Collins.
related to the movie. So, no idea what happened. I'm sorry. That's not the person I am. That's not the ball knower I am. That's not the movie fan I am. And I just deeply regret that was displayed on this podcast and that I made such a mistake. I promise it won't happen again. Thank you.
We appreciate your apology, Quinn, and I'm hoping our viewers don't. There were calls for you to be kicked off the show.
I got a few. I got a few calls as well.
There were some pretty disgruntled listeners. Hopefully that atones for it. But
yeah, I haven't checked the mail yet. There might be messages with people's left hand, so they can't.
Don't check the mail.
Don't
check the mail.
Running back. Yeah,
don't check the
I know.
mail. Stay away from it. I think. What day was it? Was it Tuesday or was it Wednesday? Whatever day it was, I think the strangest sports day in
Tuesday.
maybe history was on Tuesday. I have no words to describe what happened on that day between Max. Let me know if I miss anything. The Maxx Crosby trade gets canceled. Italy beats the U.S. in the World Baseball Classic. All while Bam Adebayo scores 83 points in a game. It still doesn't seem right. Joey, what were you thinking as you got the notifications as Bam Adebayo just kept scoring?
Yeah, my whole reaction to the Bam Adebayo situation was great. I was playing my normal Tuesday night hoops with a bunch of buddies, and all of a sudden we're getting a run in, and someone on the sideline is like, "Hey, Bam's got 70." And I'm like, "Whoa, 70?" Game ends, and then we're all sitting there crowding around a phone. And next thing you know, we're watching Bam Adebayo become second all-time in a single game in NBA history for scoring. It was unreal. Unreal time to be there. But honestly, a game like that and a moment like that is what makes sports so special because you truly never know what is going to happen, and anything truly can happen. If Bam Adebayo can score 83, why can't I get an NBA contract? Why not me? Why not us? Why can't we be the number one sports podcast in the world if Bam Adebayo can score 83 points in a single NBA game? Let's just remember that.
I don't even think us being the number one sports podcast in the world is the correct compare. I don't think you're thinking big enough for the correct comparison.
Me getting an NBA contract.
I think it's
big
tomorrow morning if I went out and ran. Yeah, the NBA contract might be it. Connor, what was your thoughts as at the end of the first quarter? I think it was 30 points. And then it was 40, and then it just kept going up.
I mean, if you're hot, just keep shooting. And he was hot. It was just cooking him. And everyone who says it was unethical, come on. He scored 83 points. He deserves it. Apparently in the Wilt game, everyone was saying they kept following Wilt when he got to 100. They were just feeding him the rock. And most, if you watch the game, all his free throws fouls, I think all but one I saw were legitimately foul calls. They weren't just blowing the whistle to blow the whistle. It was just getting fed the rock and he was scoring at will.
Quinn, what did you think of Erik Spoelstra's decision to kind of leave him in and let him keep going?
Honestly, I love it. I love the coach just letting his guy go out there and chase something and just being a player's coach. I think everybody just wants to see, I think Erik Spoelstra, any coach or anybody would want to see their players do great things. So I love that he did that. I think the thing too, Connor was just saying about the ethics of it. I mean, the Wizards' existence is unethical. It's disrespectful to the sport. So I think that's what we should be more worried about is the Wizards just being that bad that he was just sitting there at 43 points at halftime. And once you're there, yeah, just go for it. Just try and score as many points as you can. And he did that, and he scored 83.
they were triple teaming him like at the end. Like whether you want to call like him being left in the game unethical, their attempt to guard him was unethical as is. Like I've never seen anything like it. How long do you think it takes for 83 to get topped?
I don't think like
5
super
years.
long.
5 years?
Yeah, something in that range. Because again, like we were just saying, Bam Adebayo isn't like the guy that you think is going to score 83 points. So there's got to be a player out there who's like big and can shoot that's going to just come in and like make more threes than Bam did and just have an insane first half and then do something like again where it's like, all right, well now I'm here, so let me just go see how many points I can.
Joey?
I think there's one point I want to get on record and bring up right here, right now. A couple of years ago, a video surfaced. One Khalil Ware gave his NBA Mount Rushmore. I don't know if anyone saw this.
Yeah.
And it was Wilt Chamberlain, Bam Adebayo, Kobe Bryant, and Anthony Edwards. So I'm going to here, right now, on record, that the record will be broken in the next 5 years, and it's going to be broken by Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards will be number 2 all time in scoring in the NBA.
I will say, Michael Beasley has said previously, Bam Adebayo is the only person to ever beat him one-on-one. I mean, like
you should have seen it coming.
We should have known. I think there's just I saw a couple of like tickets, like sports betting tickets out there where someone bet like $900 on him to score 70 plus, like entering the game. I was like, what possesses you to do something like that?
Oh yeah, like, entering the game.
Like I think it was at the beginning of the game. I didn't check the timestamp, but still, to bet on Bam Adebayo to score 70 plus, you got call the hotline.
You have some cojones on you, and you were just dropping them on the table there. If you were playing Bam Adebayo for 70 plus.
Now, do we think 100 ever gets touched?
Eventually, at some point.
Because I think this will spur, like, Spoelstra's, like, push to get Bam to that point will spur some coach to allow their guy to go try and get it.
Yeah, I think it's just going to happen naturally. Like, someone's just going to be, like, the first half just on fire, then they're just going to be like, green light, go for it.
I think they need to have at least 40 by the end of the first quarter if it's going to happen. Like, I think it just needs to be a day where they just don't miss. Like, they've taken like 12 threes by the end of the first. And they, like Kevin Love, that game where he had however many in the first quarter, it needs to be that kind of start.
I think it could happen in the second quarter too. Like the Clay, because Clay has the record for the first quarter and it was 37. And I'm pretty sure that was the third quarter. Actually, I was really watching that and he just kind of like exploded, you know, and like if you get hot at the beginning of the quarter, it's just like keep feeding you or whatever.
It's got to happen.
I think something like that could happen. Yeah, definitely. It would have to be like 20 in the first, 40 in the second, and then you're at 60. You have to be really high in there. I mean, and like Bill Simmons was talking about, and he said something like you have to hit like at least 15 threes, which is pretty good. And then he was kind of saying like, if you make the number of free throws Bam does it's still like 15 or so twos, or even a little more than that. So it's like, when you hear that, it sounds crazy, but like it, like Connor was saying, like it's just gonna it has to happen naturally. It just needs to be like a perfect storm where there's like a bad team like the Wizards were, because again, the Wizards were trying to stop him from getting 83, and they couldn't. So it needs because there's a certain point where if a guy has 80, a respectable team is gonna stop him from getting 100. So it has to be a terrible depressing team.
Sure. Who is your guys' pick to do, like, if you were to pick one player that's going to top it, who would you guys pick?
I think Luka.
Luka's a good
one. And I feel like he'd want it too. Like, I feel like if he's on it, he's just gonna like keep talking shit and just go for it.
I'll say Flag. He's young enough, or he's kind of too young to say right now, but like the 40-pointers that he's put up now, and he's again another guy who's big and can shoot, so he's got like multiple threats. I think if he just gets really hot from three in the first quarter or first half, we can discuss.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna stick with Anthony Edwards. I think it's gonna be Anthony Edwards.
I'll give two picks, and one of them comes. The second one's much more sarcastic. First one, I think it's Jalen Brunson that does it, and the second thought, the other person that I think could do it is LeBron, but in the last regular season game of his career, if they're not expected to make the playoffs, that would be the only way it happens. If they're
hypothetically,
like, hey, yeah,
hypothetically, if that happens, like, and we know he scored 100, how many shots would you guess it takes, like, for that version of him to do it?
I think he takes every shot for that for his team that entire game. I think they're just like, you know what? Go ahead. And I don't even think he gets triple teamed at the end. I think they're just like, all right, like, we'll leave you on an island.
It is true that his opponents in that game will be guys like us who grew up watching him. So I kind of see what you mean. Like, they'll be like, yeah,
it's just
that's
like,
my goat right there.
No, we're good. We're good. Someone needs to get their lick back on again for Kobe against Bam, because it's just so strange. It will never not be strange to see Bam Adebayo on the top of that list, and I can't wait to tell my kids about March 10th, 2026, because I will never forget that day. Max, let's do one more thing before we get over to college basketball, because I kind of want to talk about Maxx Crosby having that trade declined, whatever, reversed, whatever the proper term, canceled,
rescinded.
Rescinded. What were your guys' thoughts when that Shefty tweet came across?
My first thought was good for the Ravens getting out of that. I think here's why I think about it, right? I think the Ravens, there's a shot here that they played this so incredibly smart. Because hear me out on this whole situation. Maxx Crosby has had a lot of serious injuries. So with all the injuries and all the surgeries he's had, that you're going to be able to find something and just kind of you're going to be able to reach and grab something to get the trade, to get him to fail physical, get the trade rescinded, right? So I think the Ravens knew they needed that pass rusher bad. They knew they needed one. They went out and they traded for Maxx Crosby. But the second they knew they were signing Trey Hendrickson, they didn't need Maxx Crosby anymore. So they got the trade rescinded, kept their first round picks, and no harm to them then.
If
it was their backup plan, and their main plan was Trey Hendrickson. They got Trey Hendrickson, so then they were able to get rid of their backup plan and send Maxx Crosby back and keep their first.
If that is the case, they should have their next 2 first-round picks rescinded.
Yeah,
they
I
shouldn't
agree.
be allowed to pick in the first round. That is as bad of sports malpractice as you can probably do. If that's the case, obviously.
I mean,
I think it would have been a combination of both. Like, they maybe were getting cold feet, but also like, maybe there's more issues with Maxx Crosby than we initially thought. And they're like, well, let's just cancel it.
If Bill Belichick had done this, he would have been kicked out of the league. Go ahead.
The Ravens are a scummy, dirty franchise.
Yeah, that's the better way to take it. No, that's the correct take.
And am I biased to think the Ravens are a scummy, dirty franchise? Of course I am. I'm a Cleveland fan. Of course I hate them. But this is so in character for every AFC North team not in the state of Ohio that I'm just going to assume the worst. I'm just going to assume worst case scenario here, and it's what I just explained happens. There's no redeeming qualities to either the Pittsburgh Steelers or the Baltimore Ravens. Not a single redeeming one, except Will Howard, my glorious king, plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But outside of that, there's not a single positive thing I can say about either city, either franchise, either football team, or anyone who plays for them. So I'm going to assume that the Ravens had this evil mastermind plan, and they were able to pull it off.
Quinn, what were your thoughts on it being rescinded?
Like Connor just said, cold feet. Like, I think that made the most sense because this isn't really like any kind of analysis of the thing itself, but it didn't make sense not that it didn't make sense, but when the trade happened, it was surprising. The Ravens didn't seem like a team that would trade 2 first-round picks for a player with an injury history who's like approaching 30, or maybe he is 30. I'm not sure. So that was kind of like my initial thought is like, yeah, maybe they did get cold feet. Maybe there was, or maybe it was just like they found one thing in his physical that was like really minor. They maybe knew about before, but they were kind of like, what if this does go really poorly for us and blow up our whole plans? And so then they kind of went back on it. It is interesting that they pivoted to Hendrickson so quickly because I feel like for the Ravens and what we know them as, why didn't they just sign Trey Hendrickson right away? Or at least like wait until the chips of free agency fell to be like, where's Hendrickson going? Okay, we can't get him now. Let's go trade for Maxx Crosby. So I don't know because yeah, that's all I really have to say. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me at the very least. I don't know if I'm jumping to accuse them of anything, but
No, I think we've kind of hit it perfectly. Do we think Maxx Crosby gets traded now?
Not the earliest. I think would be like around draft day, like a draft like day one trade, or it could be like Parsons or like Khalil Mack, and then wait till like right before the beginning of the season. I think it's one of those two, or not at all.
I think he gets traded kind of similar to what Connor said, and I also think it's for way less of a price tag. There's no, I think we all agree without even saying it that there's no shot the Raiders get 2 first-rounders back from Maxx Crosby. There's not a chance. So he gets traded. I think it's going to be the Khalil Mack type of situation though that Connor's saying.
I mean, at that point, they'll know if he's like fully healthy from his surgery or not.
Mm-hmm.
Too.
Quinn?
I think he'll end up just sticking. I just looked now. I think they're at $301 in terms of salary, which isn't that far over the cap. And I think they'll kind of do some whatever, some restructures, cuts, whatever. Yeah, but I think they'll
those are kind of fixed numbers,
make a little wiggle room or something. And I mean, they wanted to keep him before the trade, so the fact that he came out and said, "Oh, I'm a Raider now," I think it might just end up like lasting another year. And then who knows, like. Maybe Mendoza looks really good and they're contenders next year, and so they want to keep him, or maybe they trade him after this next year. The return would be way, way less, obviously, and it would still just kind of be a loss for them because of the way it all shook out. But I think for this year at least, he'll be a Raider.
First time in sports history, the Raiders come out looking like the good guy. We could jump over to
what we've all been waiting for.
I feel like we can just as we go through it, we can talk about like the conference tournaments and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any reason to. One sec, let me get this set up. I'm trying to see. So for those watching, you guys can see my screen, right? Yep.
Yep.
And then for those listening, now might be a good time to jump over to YouTube. We have the official bracket pulled up. And so I guess, how do we want to do this? Do we want to go full region by region or like round by round? How do we want to do this?
I say go region by region.
Yeah,
region by
I
region.
agree.
Okay, so we'll start up here in the top left. Why does this side feel loaded? Oh, did it go away?
Yeah.
It went away.
Yeah.
What the heck?
But to speaking to Topher's point, that first region, when I was watching the bracket get unveiled, I was sitting there thinking, where's the team that I'm looking at that's overrated? Where's the team that's no shot? Like every team in this region, that's obviously an at-large or better caliber teams, like one of the top 12, 13 seeds, like makes me think, okay, if they win a couple games, I'm not surprised whatsoever. So very, very tough draw for Duke, especially them being the number one overall seed.
That was kind of what I thought was crazier part of it, is that they got the number one seed in the tournament, got stuck with easily the hardest region probably out of here. So which Duke are we getting?
Yeah, just click Duke.
Don't even think about it.
Yeah,
real
Duke's
quick
winning.
though, I am picking Duke.
Yeah.
But this is where I should mention that when my kids ask me about the Bam Adebayo 83-point game, I will have to tell them I was watching Siena beat Merrimack to win the MAC and punch their ticket to the NCAA tournament. So
I love that.
I mean, I got some notifications, but I was not watching Bam in the slightest. I was focused on Siena and also some of Gonzaga in the WCC. Who we'll get to later.
Duke's a little. Go ahead.
Yeah, one more thing to note just before we get into more Duke talk. Siena coach Gary McNamara, one of the favorites for the Syracuse job. If he can get the Orange back to being a powerhouse in college basketball, that's just good for the sport. But now we can go and glaze Duke the rest of the podcast here.
We don't even need to do too much. I was just going to say they're banged up heading into this. Mm-hmm. They're missing 2 starters. I think Ngungba That's right, Patrick. I think he's closer to being back than Foster, but Caden Boozer has looked really good in the ACC tournament and filling for Caleb Foster's role. So we'll see.
Caden Boozer is giving me vibes of not just Trey Jones in 2019, 2020, but I'm kind of getting some nodes of Tyus Jones back in the day. Him and his brother give me not in terms of necessarily play style 100%, but Tyus Jones, Jaleel Okafor back in the day. I don't know, something's just kind of making that ring a bell for me.
Yeah, they're legit. And John Shire might be. I told Joey this yesterday. John Shire might be one of like the 3 best like basketball coaches, like period. Like he was born on third base, but like they kind of seem to have it figured out over there right now.
We'll see. I don't think I have him top 3 yet until they cut down the nets, but
we'll see.
I will say though, for him, think about too the pressure of following Coach K.
Oh yeah,
you would almost expect that guy to fail. And like a lot of those programs, you want to be the guy who comes after John Shire because like like Kalen DeBoer, and he's still the coach at Alabama right now. But that's an example in another sport of like no way you can follow up Nick Saban. There's really no way you can follow up Coach K, and John Shire's done it. Like Connor said, he's gonna eventually have to cut down the nets, but for what he's done in 3 years, there should be no complaints coming out of him.
Winningest coach in NCAA history in his first 3. He passed what's his face?
Brad Stevens.
Yeah, Brad Stevens did it, which is crazy. First of all, that it was him up there at Butler. But all right, Connor or Quinn, are you guys going to be opposed to Ohio State here?
I don't know. I think these are the 2 best 8 and 9 teams, and they play against each other in round 1. I am torn on this game. I am so torn.
One thing I will say real quick, Toph, is before each matchup, maybe say what teams we're picking between, just for people listening on audio only, just so they can understand. I'm honestly gonna say that this game, when I saw TCU as the draw for Ohio State, I was pissed because TCU is a good ball club, but ultimately, when you think of March Madness, you gotta think of that star power, and one of the top players in the nation this year has been Ohio State's Bruce Thornton. So that's what gives me the edge to Ohio State, bias aside. But like TCU is a darn good basketball team. So that's a scary draw. It's going to be a great first round game.
Get Ken Rosenthal off my TV screen. I'm good with Ohio State here.
What are your thoughts,
Me too. I agree. I just like the star power. Thornton is especially because, again, I'll probably say this about 10 times now, but the tournament, the guards really matter. He's a really good guard. I also probably have some bias because Connor and I saw him in person on Thursday. And
how was that?
Just like being able to see him was cool. It was good. It was fun.
Because the fact Iowa lost. But
right. Yeah, I was going to say. But,
are they in here?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're in there. We'll get to them. We'll get to them.
That closely. I just know Bennett Stritz has played every minute of every game for the last 4 years. St. John's, Northern Iowa. St. John's coming off a Big East tournament win, correct?
Yeah. St. John's here. I think. I feel like
I don't hate Northern Iowa. I'm going St. John's, but Ben Jacobson knows how to coach a team that can win in March. They've won games in March multiple times under him. I just think Pitino, he's due to make a little run here in the tournament. The team this year, their makeup and the way they're coming into March is much better than last year's team. That's a bit of a disappointment, but don't sleep on the Panthers.
I just think the
32.
Yeah.
I just think Missouri Valley got all the best teams in it. I feel like Belmont, Bradley, Murray State all could have put up a good fight. I just think they got unlucky and they had Northern Iowa win it out.
Northern Iowa is still like a 22 or 23 win team. They're still ranked top like 60 or 70 in the net. They're no slouch whatsoever. The Missouri Valley was a darn good conference this year. But same thing, St. John's.
Yeah.
The Dominican Republic is slugging 791 against fastballs in the zone this year, or this WBC, in case anyone was wondering. Kansas, California Baptist. Quinn might have been wondering. I'll get it back pulled up.
Kansas. I was wondering, so thanks, Toph. But also Kansas.
Kansas.
Somebody out there might be wondering.
Shout out Cal Baptist. The Lancers making their first NCAA tournament appearance ever in the last year of the WAC. But yeah, Kansas, DNP is gonna make or break his college legacy, starting with this game right here. So we'll see.
No, he's staying another year. Didn't you hear him? Louisville, South Florida.
I like South Florida here personally.
Why does it keep going away? Just keep going. So
Yeah, give me the Bulls.
I think they're one of the.
I'm going to take the Bulls too, especially if with the Michael Brown Jr. injury thing, and he's a young guard, so he'll hear his name called in the top 10. Really talented player, but and they have a good roster around him, but I don't know, the injury, it's shaky, and yeah, I'll go.
Michigan State versus North Dakota State.
Spartans.
I like Spartans.
Spartans, they have too much experience as a power conference team to not succeed. Fears, as long as he doesn't kick anyone in the groin, that I think the Spartans will make a little run here, starting with North Dakota State game.
UCLA, UCF.
I think UCLA, but it depends. Their two best players got hurt in the Big Ten tournament this year, so it depends on their health status.
I'm going UCF here. I think the fact that Donovan Dent got injured now, that's the biggest blow to UCLA, and they're not going to be resilient because Mick Cronin's just going to be crying like a little baby through any adversity. So I'm gonna go with the Black Knights and UCF. Johnny Dawkins has done a great job this year, and plus the Big 12 was an absolute gauntlet this year. I think UCF wins this one.
QK.
I have UCLA because Dent, they said he could have came back, and I don't like him, but I think Donovan Dent is really good. I have bad memories of him in the tournament last year, so just because they have a great point guard, I'm going to lean UCLA.
And he's been hot recently.
Connor, what was your pick?
UCLA.
Okay, I'll pick UCLA.
If Dent's healthy, but so.
UConn Furman.
UConn.
UConn. Shout out to the Paladins.
Thanks for coming.
Bob Ritchie.
3 years ago, legendary game against Virginia, so we'll never forget that. But UConn.
Bob Ritchie, hell of a ball coach.
Duke, Ohio State, then, to kick off our round of 32.
I'll let everyone else go before me.
I'm sticking with Duke.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Duke wins it, but if anyone's going to be able to put up a legacy game to beat Duke, it would be Bruce Thornton. But Duke, they just feel like a team of destiny right now. I'm not going to lie. They feel like a team that's destiny at least to be a Final Four team. So I have a hard time picking against them, even though it is my beloved Buckeyes. But give me Duke.
Yeah, I do think Ohio State or TCU, if they win, could both put up a fight against Duke. Like I said this before, I think they're the two. I think they're the best 8 and 9 seeds in the tournament. Shame they have to play against each other round one. Going to be a dogfight, and shame that Duke has to play against the winner of that. So,
yeah, tough draw for Duke.
St. John's, Kansas.
Give me the Johnnies. Give me the Johnnies.
I like Kansas.
It breaks my heart, but Kansas. Well, it doesn't break my heart that much, but it does hurt to pick against the Big East. I will say, if this.
Go ahead.
Okay, well, if this matchup does come to fruition, keep an eye on it. I like Zubi Ejiofor versus Flory Budunga, just banging in the paint, two just big physical centers, like fighting for every rebound, like physical post-ups. That's just going to be good basketball. Pure ethical hoops, and so I'd be really, really excited to watch that. But I think the rest of Kansas's roster is too good for St. John's to handle. I don't think they have enough offense.
I'm going to say St. John's. So should we say the higher seed is heads? So we're flipping a coin when we
sure. Higher seed heads. Higher seed heads.
Lower seed tails. Just a standard U.S. quarter. It's not rigged. It is tails. So the St. John's.
Wait, no, bad. Sorry.
Yes.
You bet on it. Oh no, you can't do that. South Florida, Michigan State.
Spartans.
Call me crazy. I think South Florida. I'm not high in Michigan State at all. I don't think they're built for March.
I like the coach. I think he'll do it. I can't even think of his name right now.
Izzo.
Yeah.
January, February, Izzo. I'm sticking with Michigan State.
I don't think they have the offense.
UCLA, UConn.
If UCLA's two players can get healthy, I think they have a shot. They were playing really well. I'm assuming they both won't be fully healthy. I think that. So I would say UConn. Way safer.
I'm saying UCLA with a healthy Dent. So, and I'm predicting that he'll be healthy. And same with
Yeah, I forget the other guy's name.
Billy
Sorry.
Doe. I knew it was Tyler something.
There we go.
Billy Doe. So,
Yeah, he's your
I'm
leading
gonna say
scorer.
UCLA.
I'm going to say UConn here. All right. Duke St. John's.
Duke.
Yeah, I think Duke.
I would say Duke,
Same.
but I think if it was Kansas, I think I would pick Kansas over Duke.
Really?
I
too.
like Kansas.
Didn't they play earlier this year?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think Kansas played Carolina without
Because
Peterson.
Duke played like everybody
Most of their
this
games.
year. I think weirdly.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Yeah, I don't think Duke and Kansas played.
Duke beat Kansas by 12, November 11th.
Yeah, my bad. Bad ball knowledge on my part.
Did Peterson play?
Probably not. He was probably ducking.
He probably subbed himself out at halftime.
Amen. Cramps.
They play the exact same whether he plays or not. He did not play that day.
I don't think Darren. I think they're better without Darren Peterson, anyways.
All right,
I think
get that out of here.
It's not ridiculous. Who do they beat? They beat Houston without him? They beat Houston or Arizona without him?
Arizona.
Kind of scary for a potential number one.
They almost blew it against BYU once he left in the second half. Just throwing that out there. So
That doesn't fit my narrative as him not getting picked.
Yeah, that's not for the narrative.
I mean, I will say we can play this game all day and get nowhere. It would just be a big circle, so it's not a worthy, like really worthwhile.
Yeah, no, I was.
I like Kansas. So
Yeah.
Michigan State, UConn.
UConn.
Michigan State.
I'm gonna say Michigan State too. So
I don't like Michigan
No,
State
no,
at all
wait.
this year.
Wait. I'm switching to Michigan State. Shout out Josh. I need to wrap the family a little bit
I'm
here.
switching to UConn. We're flipping the coin. Oh, where'd it go? Oh no, I dropped it.
Friday Night Lights. Where's the coin? You gotta go under a table.
Lights are too bright for Toph right now.
It's tails, which means Michigan State advances to set up a rematch of the 2015 Final Four. We said we had shades of Tyus Jones.
Duke.
Yeah, I'm picking Duke.
Same.
Michigan State.
Give me the Spartans.
Doesn't matter. Next region.
We've got Arizona and Long Island to kick this one off. Arizona
Fins
coming off a yeah. Never. I'm fins up.
We're bringing the coin out.
No, I'm picking Long Island. So you got. If I get one more on my side, it's a 50-50. I believe in vibes over everything. So Arizona coming off a buzzer beater though. Maybe they're riding a little too high.
Give me Arizona. Bear down. Give me the Cats.
Yeah, me too.
Fins up. Okay.
Topher will get the best "I told you so" of the tournament if somehow Long Island pulls it off.
Yeah.
I can spell
Clip
it
it.
now.
Clip it.
Clip it. Yeah. Villanova, Utah State.
I like Utah State.
Give me the Aggies.
Yeah, Kevin Willard can't get it done, so Utah State.
Underrated.
Wisconsin versus High Point.
Oh, Badgers. Oh, the
Wisconsin,
Badgers.
dude. I
This is
love
the game they
Wisconsin.
lose. If they don't lose this game,
High
watch
Point.
out. If they win this one, watch out.
Dude,
They
I
can
love
beat anybody.
Wisconsin.
They can beat anybody.
Wisconsin or High Point?
Wisconsin.
Yeah. I love their guard play. John Blackwell, Nick Boyd.
Yeah.
Dude, I
I'm
love
saying.
Wisconsin.
If they win this game, they can beat anybody. So
Yeah.
watch out.
I'm leaning High Point because they can also lose to anyone, and I'm just taking that upside. But yes, like the way they played in that game against, it was Michigan State, right? Or no, Illinois.
They beat Illinois and then almost beat
Illinois.
Michigan.
Yeah.
Oh, Michigan. Jesus, I'm sorry, but the way the guards played, like if they play that well, they can play with anybody. But if they're not going, then it's really hard for them to come by offense. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next we have Arkansas and Hawaii. Darius Acuff making a little bit of some noise over the SEC tournament. I don't like the undershirt. I don't like it. I'm not a fan.
Don't diss the undershirt while hooping. Don't
I'm
dish
not a
the
fan of the
undershirt.
undershirt. I'm not gonna lie.
I like
I'm going-
Arkansas.
I'm picking Arkansas still, but
Me too.
Arkansas.
Arkansas, Wisconsin are like my favorite 4 and 5 seeds in the whole tournament. So I hate how they are playing each other next round, but they're both so hot right now.
BYU versus the winner of is this Texas NC State?
Yeah.
Mhm.
BYU.
BYU.
BYU, I agree. Gonzaga versus Kennesaw State.
The Zags.
Give me the Owls. Give me Kennesaw State. Gonzaga, they're an early exit this year. They are so overrated. They're not. And first, Braden Huff, who's their glue? Who's their best? Braden Huff's been out. I don't think he's gonna be back in time. I think Gonzaga, if they don't lose to Kennesaw State, loses to BYU the next round. So
Braden Huff is soft, and he sucks.
I'm
But I'm still taking Gonzaga.
I'm taking Kennesaw State. We're flipping a coin. It's tails, Kennesaw State. First big upset I think we've had so far.
Shout
South
out.
Florida. No, not as big. Okay.
Miami, Missouri.
I don't know anything about these two teams.
Miami.
I'll take Miami.
I'll take Missouri. I like Dennis Gates.
Shout out Cleveland State. Go Vikings.
Purdue, Queens.
Purdue.
Quinn, what Purdue are we getting?
Hopefully, at least in this game, the good one. We'll see. I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to look at all these teams like efficiency on the ball screens because that's the big problem. Is once you take Clough out, but I'll take the Boilers.
Trouble getting around ball screens.
Queens is not very good. I think Queens should have been a 16 seed. I don't think Queens has any shot in this game, even though it is Purdue, believe it or not. But yeah, give me the Boilermakers.
Back up to the top for the 1-9 matchup. Arizona versus Utah State.
Bear down.
Arizona, yeah.
Wisconsin, Arkansas. Can
I am
Calipari
so
get back to
torn.
the Sweet 16?
I am so torn. These are my two teams I love this year.
I think Acuff might be the best player in the nation. I'm not gonna lie. I have to. I'm gonna go Arkansas.
The best player in the country does play in this region, so you're not entirely wrong.
Yeah, the
Grace
almost
James?
NCAA all-time assist leader.
He played 5 years.
4.
Four.
Or are we on 4? Hey, my bad. I never know what's going on nowadays.
No more COVID years.
I never know. Hey, he looks like a 40-year-old man, so.
Yeah, no, it's I'm picking Arkansas on this one.
I think I'm going to have to lean Arkansas as well.
I'm going to say
I'm
Wisconsin.
so torn.
Quinn, you're saying Arkansas?
Yeah. I mean, I already took Wisconsin out last round.
And they have the better coach. They got Cal.
I'm going to say
Don't diss
Wisconsin.
Greg Gard.
The undershirt in my gut. BYU, Kennesaw State.
BYU.
BYU.
Even if it was Gonzaga, BYU.
Yeah.
Yeah. Patanza's the best player in the country. Miami,
Whoa.
Purdue.
Purdue.
Tabansa.
Oh, I thought you said Batanza, and I'm like, what?
No, I said Tabansa.
Okay.
Miami, Purdue.
Purdue.
Boilers.
Purdue.
Okay. Arizona, Arkansas.
I like Arkansas.
I like Arkansas.
I'm sticking with Arizona. I think they have 2 really good guards and really 2 good bigs. So
I'm going to say Arizona as well, so.
Flipping a
And
coin.
it is heads. I will say I would have picked whoever won the Wisconsin-Arkansas game in this matchup. BYU, Purdue.
I don't know.
BYU.
I like BYU. I just hate picking teams that have injured players.
I'm saying BYU too.
I'm sticking with the Boilers. Maybe it's biased. Maybe not, though. I don't know. But it doesn't matter.
I just don't like Purdue this year. They had a great draw, though. Probably the best draw of any 2 seed, but I'll say BYU.
Are you picking one, Connor?
Yeah, I said BYU.
Oh, okay. I thought you were.
Yeah, you said BYU.
BYU, Arizona.
Bear down.
Arizona, if it's the
Arizona.
Yikes! 2-1 seeds, chalky.
It's NL
that's what it's gonna
era
be this
NCAA
year.
tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and when you're like voting on it, like
Yeah. Florida versus Lehigh and
What's
that
the
other team?
what's the
PV?
initials? Prairie View A&M.
Mm.
Prairie View A&M. Put some respect on the SWAC member HBCU.
Florida.
Florida, do we need to think twice about this?
No.
Iowa, Clemson.
Go
Florida?
Hawks.
Did Florida win the SEC?
No, they lost to Vanderbilt.
Arkansas
in the
won the
semis.
tournament.
Yeah.
Arkansas
won
beat
it.
Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the finals.
Clemson, Iowa.
Hawkeyes, best player in the
Yeah,
court.
Hawkeyes.
I will agree. Vanderbilt, McNeese State. That one kid's back at McNeese State. So
Yeah. McNeese failed me too many times. I guess 2 years ago they failed me. Vanderbilt, they're good.
Vanderbilt's sneaky becoming an all-around sports school.
Bro, football,
low-key.
basketball, and baseball, they kind of got the big three on lock.
They're sneaky getting there. Nebraska, Troy.
I kind of like Troy.
Scott
Even though
Frost is a
against Fred
great
Hoiberg.
coach.
You're picking against Fred Hoiberg?
Yeah, so Troy. I mean, that's not the
Dude,
only reason. I'm picking against Fred
Poor
Hoiberg.
Nebraska fans if this happens. Poor Nebraska fans.
Yeah, the highs and lows of Nebraska this year would be
yet to win an NCAA tournament game.
something to see. North Carolina, VCU. I'm picking VCU.
Yeah, give me Phil Martelli Jr. and the Rams.
I'm thinking picking North Carolina just because it's in Carolina, but I don't know. I'm torn. I could be convinced for VCU.
I mean, it's not a far drive for VCU fans. It's just one state south.
That's true. You know what? I'll be on VCU.
I will also go with VCU. No Wilson, all that.
Yeah.
Illinois, Penn.
Illinois. Shout out Fran McCaffrey.
Same.
For
Illinois.
Penn.
Not on the Fran McCaffrey shout out.
TJ Powers, man. I mean, he former Duke, former Virginia player, 44 points to win the Ivy League today. I'm going with Illinois because I want to see the Eastern Bloc advance farther in March. But still, man, Penn's any Ivy League team in March you ever see is gonna be scary and could win the game.
St. Mary's, Texas A&M.
St. Mary's, but shout out Buckyball.
Yale.
I'll say A&M, but
I'm going to say A&M too, just to hopefully set up an A&M Houston matchup again, because last year that was electric. Right? That was last year, or was that 2 years ago?
It would have been 2 years ago.
I think it was 2 years ago. That sounds right now. Right.
Yeah, that sounds right.
It is heads, so we are taking St. Mary's. Houston, Idaho.
Houston.
Oh,
Houston.
Bryce Terang. Go get it. Sorry. Bryce Terang just made a great play. Juan Soto grounded out to end the first. Florida, Iowa.
Florida.
Give me the Hawkeyes. No faith in your boys, Connor?
Dude, I want them to win. I think their 3-point shooting is too bad. But
I'm actually going to say Iowa. Let's go to the flip.
Let's go It's heads. It's heads. Vandy versus Troy.
Vandy.
Give me Troy.
Give me Troy.
I'm going Vandy. We're going back to the flip. It's tails. Troy upsets Vanderbilt.
We will have to document like which ones were done by the flip, and if these games actually happen, see like what its winning percentage is, and see like the coin knows more than any of us about the.
Yeah.
VCU, Illinois.
Illinois.
Illini.
St. Mary's, Houston.
Houston.
Florida, Troy.
Florida.
Gators.
Where's Gator at? He's somewhere over there.
Yeah, where's Gator at, Toph?
Gator needs his gat.
Gator needs his gat, you punk ass. That guy should have kept wearing like the wrong number though.
Xavier Lee.
I would have been so in on them
No.
if he just wore like a different number every game. Can he do that?
No, you're not supposed to be able to do
How
that.
like against like NCAA regulations do you think that would be? Like on a scale from 1 to 10.
6
So
or 7
either-
probably.
I think it's either a yes or no.
Like how much would they get fined?
I don't know.
Like, they
Probably
wouldn't-
not
they
that much
wouldn't-
like the first time.
No,
Start with
nobody,
the
nobody would get suspended. Right? They can't do that.
It's not like he's smoking weed or something, so they'd probably get in pretty big trouble. They probably wouldn't get in trouble at all. As long as you're not smoking weed, you can do whatever you want.
Or collecting money from his community so he can go to college.
Oh,
but,
yes, that too.
But if you're shooting up drugs, yeah, you're good. We're on Illinois, Houston.
Houston.
Houston, but it's close.
I'm gonna say Illinois here. Luis Severino's fastball in the first inning was averaging 98. I'm just saying this stuff for Quinn. Joey, I know you don't care.
I really do appreciate it. So because I'm not
His
watching, so
His
I
fastball was averaging 98.8
learning
in the
through
first inning.
I'm going Illinois.
Oh,
I'm
we're
going Illinois.
I can't remember
Yeah.
what everyone said. I was too distracted.
It's a coin flip. It's a coin flip. It's a coin flip.
Oh, it is? It is?
I
Yes.
love Houston.
And it's heads. It's going to be Houston. All right.
Yes.
Florida, Houston.
Houston.
championship rematch.
Yeah, rematch from last year. Wow.
And I got Houston as well.
I'm going to say Houston. But if that one guy if Xavier Lee wears a random number, I'm picking Florida. Michigan versus UMBC or Howard.
Michigan.
Michigan.
I agree.
I played the fifth.
I don't like Lendeborg though. Just bad vibes. And he was dissing on my boy Cam Boozer. St. John's, St. Louis.
You mean Georgia?
Nope, that's Georgia, St. Louis. I
Whoa.
had St. in my head. I'm watching baseball.
Slew.
Slew.
Texas Tech, Akron.
Give me Akron.
Those Zips.
Yeah, give me the Zips.
I picked him as my sleeper earlier in the year, so Akron.
gotta
Although I
stick to
have
it.
to say, I am after the Max semifinals, and I really should have been this whole time. I'm anti-Akron as a Kent State fan, but I will pick them here.
I pick Texas Tech as my team, but after Toppin, I hate picking teams with injuries, especially when it's an All-American.
We've got Alabama, Hofstra.
Give me
Hofstra.
Hofstra.
You know, Hofstra's head coach is Speedy Claxton, and the first ever 2K I played was 2K7. The worst team was the Atlanta Hawks. They were a 57 overall, I think. And their head coach, or their point guard, Speedy Claxton. Give me the pride. Let's go Hofstra.
I'll say Alabama, but it doesn't really matter. I will say, I did strongly consider going to Hofstra, so there's nothing I would rather do than be a Firebird. But if I was a senior right now and watching Hofstra go to the tournament, that would be really awesome. But not as awesome as my life currently is, because I wouldn't be on this podcast. Sorry.
Severino just threw 100. Why did Miami of Ohio get stuck having to play that one loss? Oh,
because
Roman Anthony just got caught
they
looking.
played no one. I think I saw something saying that.
They were ranked top 25 in the country.
That's not the same thing.
We're
That's
knocking them back to an 11 seed after that.
No,
You'd rather be an
tougher.
11 than a 15 or.
No, but they shouldn't even been that low.
Topher, the top 25 has zero impact whatsoever on seeding. That's not reflective of the committee whatsoever.
Okay, but it's a good indicator. Is it not? How
Sometimes.
many of these teams do you think fall outside of their 4-person? We'll say 6. They're that 6, because we'll allow for a little deviation. How many of them do you think fall outside of their 6?
Isn't Purdue ranked 18th in the nation right now, and they're a 2 seed?
Yeah.
So the AP top 25 with football and basketball really does not mean anything. Miami, Ohio was the number 1 team who was playing in Dayton, right? So there's 3 teams who are at larges behind them, but just because once teams like Miami Ohio was easily in the tournament. They were not in danger of not making the tournament. But the thing is, once you're in the tournament, the way it works with the committee is they kind of scrub all the profiles and go based on predictive indicators. So basically, how they think, how like based on your metrics, you are going to do based purely on those metrics in the tournament. And Miami Ohio's predictive indicators, are the lowest of any at-large team, which is why they are playing in the first four. And we're technically the last team in per the rankings, but per the committee, they were not the last team in so they're not one of the last teams in whatsoever. So it's just the way it's structured. It's not necessarily fair, but Miami of Ohio at least made the tournament.
This is what I'll say too. Like you're saying about the way it's structured. Like I don't necessarily like blame the committee for the way this happened, and the way it's playing out. But I said this to Connor earlier. Like I think I get that they have a system, and then that system put Miami here. But I think if your system can't properly see like the value of a team winning 30 games and being undefeated for the regular season, it's probably not a very good system. And part of that is like the system that determined their non-conference schedule, because Miami got screwed because they were too good to be just like a bye game where the like power team is going to beat up on them, but not good enough where, at least at the beginning of the year, where we thought beating them, would mean something. So they just didn't get a chance to play good games. So I think there's got to be some kind of fix about the way we do scheduling, which is kind of a whole another conversation. But I just think like we need to figure out. This seems to be a problem to me, like that Miami, it was this big of a like discourse or whatever, and that's something that like college basketball as a whole should try to fix.
Yeah, I agree.
I just like Tennessee.
Okay, I'm picking Miami, Ohio here.
I'm going Tennessee.
I'm picking the Red Hawks too. I have to.
It's tails.
Or is SMU?
I was just lying this entire time, and I was just deciding. I control the narrative. All right, Virginia versus Wright State.
Virginia. I love Virginia.
Virginia's good.
Virginia.
I think about, I'm sure Quinn does too, I think about Carson Edwards way too much.
Dog.
That's fair.
I will probably be wearing the jersey Tuesday for like actual St. Patrick's Day.
Because
I almost wore it to the city on Saturday. I almost wore it yesterday, but I ended up going with my green and white horizontal striped shirt that my uncle gave me, which I greatly appreciated. I looked maybe a little like I was like boy in the striped pajamas, but I almost wore the Carson Edwards jersey. He was so special. I'll never forget that performance.
I think about it way too much. Speaking of outfits, on Saturday, I'm gonna become a full-time cowboy boot guy. I think the last 2 weekends have convinced me of that. That I just need to accept it and go all in.
That cowboy tattoo got the boots matching.
What's that, Quinn?
I respect it. If that's like, I think if you do that, as long as you don't make it like your whole thing.
Nah.
Like, because if you're, like, I don't know how exactly, I don't know where the line is for that, but I trust that you wouldn't.
Well, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna cosplay cowboy now. Like I'm an accountant. Like, but I want to wear cowboy boots, and I think that should be allowed.
If anyone rocks those cowboy boots, it's you, Toph.
I look great in them. Kentucky, Santa Clara.
Santa Clara.
The Broncos have too much size. They're ready for March. Give me the Broncos.
Santa Clara.
Iowa State, Tennessee State.
Iowa State.
Iowa State.
I like Iowa State this year.
I will also say Iowa State. Topher, so do you know Taman Lipsey, the Iowa State point guard? Do you know who he compared himself to and said is his favorite player to watch?
Gosh. How obscure are we going here?
Not super obscure. Like I'll say current role player.
Current role player?
Yeah, he's a point guard.
I'm gonna go TJ McConnell.
Yes.
I'm all in on Iowa State.
Yeah, when he was a kid, he would watch John Wall because he had the coolest highlights. But as he got older, he realized he played more like TJ McConnell, and now that's his favorite. Like,
I'm all in. Can I just put them through?
I knew you would be.
Can I put them through to the national championship game? Michigan, St. Louis.
Michigan, but I think that's a tough matchup. think for Michigan, I'll still take Michigan.
Michigan.
I plead the fifth.
Akron, Hofstra.
Hofstra.
Akron.
Hofstra.
Wait, so we're at 2-2?
Yeah.
Wait, because Connor, did you say?
Hofstra.
And then Joey was Hofstra, Quinn was Akron?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to say Hofstra.
Sweet.
Miami of Ohio. Oh,
Or SMU.
no. Oh, no. Junior Caminero just took Paul Skeens deep. Don't love that.
Junior Caminero lives for this.
They look like they're having so
it's a
much
bad
fun,
thing.
while
It's
the U.S.
terrifying.
looks like they just want to. It's too much of a business trip. They're not. The entire Dominican Republic team is on the field, and that's how it should be. I'm all for that. Every home run that's hit, I want everybody on the field afterwards. It's a game. Have some fun. It's Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge did this to Team USA.
Yeah, PCA was the captain.
PCA would be all for it. So Miami of Ohio, Virginia. Sorry,
Virginia.
I'll say Virginia too.
I'll agree. Iowa State, Santa Clara. Iowa State, obviously.
Iowa State.
Santa Clara.
I'm gonna say Santa Clara too. I know.
Gosh, we're gonna knock it out. It's heads. Don't worry. It's heads. It's heads.
Okay. I will say last year I picked St. Mary's, a big WCC team who I love their defense, to go to I think the championship game, and it didn't work from the 7-10 spot. So I'm rolling with it again. So I don't know if I'm gonna have them go to the championship game, but I'm gonna roll with Santa Clara. So
yeah.
Michigan, Hofstra.
Michigan.
Wolverines.
I plead the fifth.
Iowa State, Virginia.
Virginia is so good this year. Virginia should have been a 2. Virginia, I might have Virginia in my Final Four, to be honest. I'm going Virginia here.
I think Iowa State.
I will take Virginia.
I'm gonna say Iowa State.
When they're hot, they're hot.
Tails.
Dang.
Ridiculous. You mean to tell me TJ McConnell's playing in this tournament and he's not dragging them to at least the Final Four? What do you think is the worst NBA basketball player that could join? Let's say something that could join a 6 seed right now.
A 6 seed?
Yeah. What's the worst NBA player that you can think of that you think could take a 6 seed to a national championship right now? Current basketball player.
The first thing that jumps into my head is Michael Porter Jr. just because he scores so much. Yeah. But I feel like there's got to be guys worse than him.
There's guys worse than him.
Yeah. I don't think it's as crazy as people think though. As it can be Peyton Pritchard or something.
Oh, Peyton Pritchard definitely could.
If you throw a Luke Cornett on UNC right now, are you picking them to go farther? Yeah. Are you picking them to win the national championship? Absolutely.
Luke Cornett might not be the right archetype.
I don't know because look at Duke last year. They had Cooper, Flagg, and Knipple, who both are top 50 players in the NBA right now,
Sure.
And they didn't make the finals last year.
Maybe you're right.
So it's I think people are overreacting on that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Michigan, Virginia.
Michigan, I think.
Virginia.
Michigan.
This is the first one you decide to give an opinion on, Joe, for the blue.
Because I'm not picking.
How chalk of us. What the heck?
This is what happens when it's football voting. Last year was all ones, yeah.
But I mean, this feels rational.
So the way college basketball is these days, it's going to be chalk in the tournament for the most part.
All right. We have, to kick it off, we have a rematch of last year's Final Four with Duke Houston.
I like Houston.
Yeah, I like Houston.
I'll go Duke.
I'm saying Duke as well. I think they avenge it.
We'll do Duke's heads, Houston's tail. Actually, no, Houston's 2 seed. That's right.
It's tails. Arizona, Michigan.
Bear down.
Yeah, I'm going to say Arizona.
I think Michigan.
I'm going to give Michigan the edge, too.
We got to decide on this one. Which one's which?
Oh wait,
Arizona's a higher ranked 1 seed. They're
yeah,
the
so they're
heads.
heads.
Michigan's
sure.
tails.
It's tails. The blue. When's the last time they made the national championship game?
2 recently.
It was
When they-
2014, right?
Yeah, when they lost to Nova.
Yeah. I thought it
Because
was.
they
Oh,
beat
so that was
Loyola.
2018. Yeah. Oh, wow.
I thought when they lost to Louisville would have been the last time.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
the Jordan Poole shot against Houston. Oh, and
Yeah.
I was just thinking of Jordan Poole. Why we got freaking Ken Rosenthal interviewing Tony De La Russa in this freaking dugout right now? Get him off my team.
who? Interviewing who?
Tony De La Russa? What is it? He doesn't
Who?
deserve to have his name said. What is his name?
The USA manager?
Yeah, what's his name?
Mark DeRosa?
I was close. Tony De La Russa. I'm not even apologizing for that. He might as well be Tony De La Russa. Like,
it's just La Russa. It's not De La Russa.
Well, that makes sense why he's the U.S. manager. That if there's no day in there. Houston, Michigan.
Houston.
Does Houston get it done?
Houston.
I'm gonna agree. Wow,
it might be wishful thinking.
We flipped all the way to get here, and we were unanimous on Houston. Michigan.
I like Houston.
What's our total points here?
125.
135.
I was gonna say 145. So,
all right, I'm gonna say 100.
125 is too low. Make it like I think 130 is probably good.
Right, so when these two teams play, maybe there'll be a prize for us for who's the closest between the four of us.
Wait,
we just all
we're
bet
having
on
a prize. I'm saying 100.
Well,
hey, Houston plays slow, so it's not gonna be super high scoring.
127.5. So we're gonna go 128.
Okay.
That works.
Should we enter the 2026 All-State Tournament Challenge sweepstakes in 2026?
Yeah.
And I want to make it
signing
very
up
clear.
For promotional campaigns.
Wait. I want to make it very clear. Topher and I are the only ones who are signing up for this year. Quinn and Connor are not signing up for any betting or giveaway or anything of that sort.
It's going to
Topher's
the company
account.
card. It's going to the company card.
Yeah, but Connor and I can't have the benefits.
Now it's your bank account's the company card?
Yeah, when we win it is.
All right. Well, that's our bracket.
Wow.
I don't feel good about it. Duke's gonna win it all.
I
would have picked Duke.
I think Duke's just gonna get healthy as this goes on, and
I'm just glad the team up north's not our pick for the win, honestly. And that would have been sacrilegious for us to pick him with me on the call.
We didn't go that crazy.
I will say I like Houston because, well, despite of the whole experienced guards thing, I just think Kingston Flemings is that good. He makes me feel like a kid when I'm watching him play basketball. And you just can't put enough value on that.
Really good passer. That was the one. I haven't watched a ton of Houston, but the couple of times I have, he's a really good passer.
He sort of reminds me of John Wall, and I don't know if that's like really that accurate, but I think the way he's quick, he's shifty, he gets up, and he passes, like, just an awesome player.
The other thing I will say about Houston this year that does give me some hope for them to kind of right some of their wrongs of the past is typically Houston is like the best team in the nation defensively, or one of the best, and has no offense to speak of. This year, they've kind of gone back to the mean of it. Their defense is a little worse than usual, but their offense is definitely a lot better than usual.
I think it's 8th in the country.
So I feel like, okay, exactly. So it's a little bit an elite defense, but their offense has gotten a lot better this year. They have a guy who can go get you a bucket in Kingston Flemings. I think that's a big reason Houston could have this be their year, finally.
And they have more than just one guy. Because a couple years when it was just like Shed, and he got hurt, and they're like, okay, well, they have no other offense.
Yeah, they've also
Sharp is also really good. He's an upperclassman.
They've had a lot of bad luck with injuries the past few years. I felt like I think Marcus Sasser, but Shed as well.
I was about to say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and even then, like the year after Shed, it was just LJ Cryer, and it was like can he score? And so now, like you said, they have multiple guys. It's big.
Yeah.
I will say also in the West region, I do think the winner of Wisconsin and Arkansas will win the West. I think those they both got bad draws having to play each other in the run of 32 if they both win, but I think those teams are both so good. I'm gonna be switching that up until Thursday who's gonna win that game.
Sorry, I wasn't sure if Derek was coming out. Oh, look at that. How far is Bobby gonna go? Oh, Bryce Harper, second and third with one out. Bryce Harper just doubled. I'm terrified. Derek, you want to give a live pick on who you think's going to win the men's national championship for college basketball? Derek, we had Ethan Neal make his podcast debut last week. Everyone give it up for Derek Garmeyer. You can take that. You can take this.
What up, everyone? What up, everyone?
Hey,
Who do I think is gonna win, huh?
Yeah, the podcast has Houston winning against Michigan.
Oh, you're doing it live.
Yeah, we already did it.
It's hard not to say Duke, but I'm gonna be biased here and say Michigan.
You're not too far off from where we went. So thank you for your contributions, Derek. We look forward to having you on some more.
Can't wait to take some hot takes on it someday.
all right, I've got a question. Over under 4.5 for lowest seed to make the Final Four.
Oh,
Under.
Yeah.
Under. What about
It
3.5?
pains me, but also under.
I think 2.5 might have to be the line.
2.5 would be the line,
Yeah.
I'd say, honestly.
Really? Okay.
I'd take the over on 2.5 because I think Virginia is going to make the Final Four out of their region. But
No.
Yeah, I think they're only like 3 set I like.
Quinn, it's Aaron Judge up the hit. I don't like
Because I'm not a fan of Michigan State at all at the 3 line.
Can it be anybody else up there? Michigan State. I like, yeah, but Connor, like you said, I do think either Wisconsin or Arkansas can.
Yeah,
win that
those are,
region.
yeah.
Or
That's a shame.
BYU.
I just don't like how their second best players hurt.
I think
If that wasn't the case, I'd like them a lot more. I just hate picking teams that have injured players. Just pick Michigan and go into the finals, and they have an injured player. But
who's hurt for them?
I forget his name, and he's not like I think he's not one of their like stars, but he was still like a starter. I think, but he had minutes.
Don't they have a big center?
Yeah,
Oh, I thought he was. Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Any final thoughts?
Did we have any thoughts on NFL free agency real quick? Alec Pierce got a bag.
I have one.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have one, and well, all my quarterback predictions were awful, and I will say I was going for it a little bit. Like I didn't want to just have like what I thought was the chalky ones, but what I will say was when I predicted Geno to the Vikings, it was wishful thinking. I wanted Geno's career to continue. I wish he just retired. Going to the Jets is like it's just much worse. It's only going to get worse. So
They're playing for the
maybe
1
I'm just
seed.
like whatever.
That made
Or
sense for the
too much,
Jets.
Worst record.
They'll be
That like
weird.
tier of quarterback made sense for the Jets.
I agree.
Just
but
something in there.
Yeah. Cardinals are probably going to draft somebody, or it's going to be
maybe.
It's
Yeah.
going to Brissett or Minshew.
They may just draft a late quarterback and
That's what I'm
still
saying.
and they might not even play.
Somebody.
I mean,
And
my
they-
prediction for the Cardinals was Brissett and like a guy like Drew Aller, who they draft kind of late,
Yeah.
starting a couple games here and there. So I think that makes sense. Minshew getting thrown in there. I think the Cardinals have 3 different starting quarterbacks this next year, though.
Judge struck out, in case anyone was wondering, because that's what he does in the big moments. I love
I
this
was
country.
wondering, but I already knew that was going to happen.
I love this country when it comes to sports, but it makes it hard when we have a Yankee up there. Thankfully, they didn't put a C on his chest. Gosh, I would have thrown up. We got anything else? Oh, I passed my second CPA exam. I didn't text you guys about that.
Let's
Yay,
go.
for
Passed by 1 point, 76. Shout out to AICPA. They got my back
Dubs.
this time. I was due. What else?
Oh, Green Beer ducked the hell out of Topher
Green
this
Beer was
weekend.
running.
Green Beer
They
was
were
ducking from
terrified.
Topher.
Did not find any green beer this weekend. Zero.
Yeah.
Was terrified. It heard I was
Yes.
in the city, and they were like, "We gotta get out of here."
Green Beer knew that revenge game was coming. And Green Beer said, "Mama,
Yeah,
I'm coming home. I'm not doing this
The
today.
lights got too bright for Green Beer. They weren't ready.
Stadium
But maybe
pulse
it's
too high.
good. Maybe it's good Green Beer wasn't around.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I'll say is, with all due respect, and I love him. Well, actually, I won't even name names, but some of the people I was with this weekend on Saturday couldn't necessarily hang, left by like 4 p.m. And it made me think, like, Topher, you could handle it because you went so hard last weekend. And it reminds me of when, like, a college basketball team, they schedule tough out-of-conference opponents. They might get beat up in those games, but it'll harden them. It'll callous them. They'll play better in like in the tough conference they have, and then they're built for March. So Topher, you were built for March this weekend. That's what happened.
I actually ate food this time. I drank water.
Yeah, you needed a tune-up. You needed a tune-up last weekend.
And then I never even got my crack at it. Next year, maybe Tuesday I'll find somewhere to go have green beer too. Maybe that's also Chicago. I'm out on the city of Chicago. I'm out on it. I can't do it anymore.
I love Chicago.
Everything's so
Chicago.
expensive. It smells. It was cool being right by Wrigley.
To be in one of the best cities in the world.
Yeah, that's a bad.
I get to do that every day anyway.
That's a bad take.
I get to do that every day. I live in the best city in the world. If you ask me.
You live in Milwaukee,
outside of Kenosha, Wisconsin, but and Milwaukee's the best city in the world. Can't convince me otherwise. Love it here. There's nothing good about Chicago. I can't drive. I hate driving in Chicago.
Well, that's how cities should work, in my opinion. So
no, I should be able to understand the street signs. Not a road
I can't
closed
speak to that.
sign. Yeah, today driving down to Union Station was just ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
That was just a bad idea in general. That was just not well thought out.
It was fine. It was just the drive was annoying because they had random streets that were closed but not closed. I missed an exit. Only added like 2 minutes though. It was fine.
You should have shotgunned before the drive, like one of our buddies did. Neil, shout out Neil, and
No,
maybe you would have.
We don't endorse drinking and driving on this podcast. What are you talking about? This is a family-friendly podcast.
Yeah, and I don't drink and drive ever, so I'm not gonna. It's obviously a joke.
Your parents are gonna listen to this,
right. And they're gonna hear me say I don't drink and drive ever, which is true. So, hi, Mom and Dad.
Connor, is your mom still listening?
Yeah. Hi, Connor's mom.
Oh, she actually just started listening this past week. She started back listening to him though.
Oh,
she was listening when I was. Yeah, she started listening to like the Super Bowl one, and I was like, oh. Yeah.
Quinn, have you had any family members tell you about them listening to it?
Oh, man. That's honestly on me. I need to promote it better. They know I have it, but I don't really tell them like to listen to it. So
okay,
I'll be better.
That's okay. We got anything else? Oh wait, did they freaking not score there? Oh my gosh!
I just want to say that I'm excited. Like it's March, it's here. I feel like it hadn't really hit me until like today when I was sitting down to watch the selection show, and it was like, "Let's go! Like this
March.
is awesome."
Albert Pujols with glasses looks weird. Go ahead, Joe. Sorry.
March wasn't the same without Craig Gumbel at the selection show. It's just not. It feels like a piece of March is missing. I don't know, Absolutely. Quinn. You could probably speak on that. Yeah.
Yeah, especially like, not to like make it about me, but like as someone who's wanted to be like a sports journalist, and I maybe don't anymore, but like it's definitely like something I care about, like the presentation of it all. And yeah, he was such a special part of it. And it's just like a voice that you like. There's the association of like the good times of March, you know. So that definitely hurts.
And Quinn, don't sell yourself short. You are a professional ball knower now. So you have a sports podcast. You are a sports journalist. You are a professional ball knower. So let's get that mindset shifted back to that's what you want to be. That's what you're doing right now.
Are we sports journalists technically?
We're delivering sports news.
I don't know if that makes us journalists. I'm going to be honest.
I made a
Anybody
couple
can be a
TikToks last
journalist now.
year.
I see plenty of people on freaking Twitter masquerading as.
And that's the problem. that's why it's an issue.
But we don't lie to the people.
Okay, yeah, then we are, I guess.
And we've never once used this platform to try and promote gambling or betting odds.
Well, but however, if any gambling or betting companies want to reach out to us for a partnership, as of the end of May this year, we would be happy to talk numbers.
Yeah, that's right. We would love to take your money.
I can't comment at this time.
My price starts in the 8 figures, though, so they better get ready to pony up. I don't do this for cheap.
That's that, I think.
I'll keep my day job, though. I wouldn't let the money get to me.
I would.
we know. Shocker. Grass is green. Water found in ocean. Sand found on beach.
Sun rose this morning.
What should I eat for dinner? This is gonna get off the rails.
All right, yeah, we should probably wrap it up.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Thank you for watching. Everyone have a wonderful.
If you're still watching, comment who you think is going to win March Madness.
Yes.
Have a great first weekend of one of the best sports weekends of the year.
Don't do anything besides watch basketball this weekend.
Enjoy.
That's your homework.
Bingo.
Birds.